I'm hungry.
Yes. Pancake mix. Yes. Yes. With these hands. Yes. Milk from a cow that I milked with my own hands. Ooh, yes. Mix, mix. Yes. With these hands I mix. Yes. Now for the pancake. Yes. Yes. With these hands I pour into the milk I milked. With these hands, the eggs I plucked. With these hands, yes. Mix, yes. Mix. Yes. Oh, pretty. Yes. No, no, no. Bigger. Yes, bigger. Yes, I need more. Yes. Hurry. Hurry. My master is hungry. I'm hungry. Are you ready to flip? Yes. Oh, that's okay. Little imperfections are just fine. Nothing fire won't fix. Yes, it's perfect. Perfect. Now for the finishing touch. Okay. Yes. Yes. Oh. Yes, more. With these hands, I'll make this beautiful. Yes. Can't forget the finishing touch. Beautiful.
Meanwhile.
Haha! I love democracy. Bakey, do you want a pancake? Get out of here before I turn you into a pancake. Oh.
Greetings. Today's story, or stories, is actually about two people, Stefan Skellen and Rience. Now, I am going to be talking about many books, so I hope you read. That's a thumbs up. Okay, so let's talk about Rience first, since he does appear before Skellen in the books.
I'm a sadistic, cowardly, arrogant, egotistical, and hypocritical person. I have no regard for anyone but myself and my master. I did everything I could to get out of harm's way when tensions rose. I was completely sycophantic towards 𝓘𝓾𝓂, supporting everything the sorcerer did and everything he told me to do. I'm also a massive hypocrite. I hated it when people lied to me, but had no problem lying to others. I'm overconfident and very egotistical, boasting to both ally and enemy about how powerful me and 𝓘𝓾𝓂 are.
He attended the school for mages called 𝓘𝓷𝓼𝓽𝓪𝓰 Academy for 2 years before he was expelled for petty theft. But outside the school, he was greeted by recruiters for the 𝓘𝓷𝓼𝓽𝓪 Secret Service. He accepted their offer and was most likely trained to be an assassin. Rience was later imprisoned by Queen 𝓑𝓮𝓬 in 𝓑𝓮𝓬𝓪 for some debts. But they were all paid off by an anonymous person. It was 𝓘𝓾𝓂. He vanished without a trace until after the First Northern War in 1263. He tortured a druid from the 𝓘𝓮𝓬 circle in search of the orphans abandoned during the war. We first meet Rience in Blood of Elves, as he's tasked with finding 𝓘𝓷𝓼𝓽𝓪𝓰, the lion cub of 𝓑𝓮𝓬, for his master, 𝓘𝓾𝓂. He set his eyes on Dandelion, a famous bard and a good friend of Geralt, or Gerald, of Rivia. To no one's surprise, Rience found Dandelion at the brothel in Temeria. He asked Dandelion about the song, the Ballad of the Lion, since it referred to Ciri being in a witcher's care. Dandelion, not everything Geralt does is the perfect song. Dandelion gave him a vague answer, which in turn irritated him. He threatened Dandelion and flashed a stiletto dagger from his hand. Dandelion freaked out and ran away, but not before Rience casted a binding spell on him. Rience, along with 2 hired thugs, proceeded to torture him.
Answer my questions precisely. The question is, if no one has seen Geralt or Gerald the Witcher for over a year, where is he hiding?
But before Rience could get any answers, there was an ambush by Yennefer. Rience escaped through a portal 𝓘𝓾𝓂 sent, but before the portal closed completely, Yennefer threw a powerful fire spell into the portal. It left a large burn mark on the left side of his face.
Let's travel to Oxenford and the Blood of Elves book. Come on, Roach. Whee!
Wow! This is Oxenford, huh? Wow. I wonder if Shawnee's shop is around.
Redania.
What? Redania? Redania? What? This is Oxenford. Okay, I'm gonna go this way. Okay.
Oxenford's kind of strange. So, roughly 2 years later, Geralt took a contract with the intent of drawing Rience to him. But the mage hired a group of corrupted Temerian guards to board the barge Geralt rode on and to capture him. A certain Gerald, called Gerald of Rivia, one of the guards thundered. Is such a man on board? I am he. The Witcher stepped forward. I am Geralt. I am called Geralt. Now, they almost succeeded until a monster that plagued the waters, an 𝓘𝓚𝓬𝓪𝓯, or a 𝓘𝓷𝓼𝓽𝓪𝓰, attacked the boat, and the guards fell to their doom. Now, knowing Rience was close, Geralt then hid in Oxenford for a short while before being joined by Shawnee, Dandelion, and Philippa Eilhart. When Rience's name was mentioned, Shawnee suddenly asked if he had a badly burned mark on his face. She later revealed that when she was visiting Merriman, a local trader, he was entertaining a guest called Master Rience. Shawnee also mentioned how he flirted with her and even asked her to go dancing at the Three Bells in Oxenford. But once he got handsy, Almost lost a finger there. She slapped his hand and left. The group set off to confront 𝓜𝓮 about Rience's whereabouts. However, Rience had been expecting something like this to happen. He hired the 𝓊𝓮𝓸 brothers to protect him and kill 𝓘𝓷𝓼. Eventually, 𝓘𝓷𝓼 and Rience met, face to face.
I'm not going to tell you who sent me, although I could. But I will tell you something else, so you have something to think about on your way to hell. I already know where to find the little bastard you were looking after, and I know where to find that witch of yours, Yennefer. My patrons don't care about her, but I bear the witch a personal grudge. As soon as I've finished with you, I'm going after her. I'll see to it that she regrets her tricks with fire. Oh yes, she is going to regret them for a very long time.
You shouldn't have said that. The Witcher smiled nastily. Before you said that, you still had a chance to live. Rience casted a spell at 𝓘𝓷𝓼. He easily deflected it. Just before 𝓘𝓷𝓼 could chase after him, the 𝓊𝓮𝓸 brothers attacked him at once. They didn't stand a chance. Rience was able to conjure up a portal to escape, but 𝓘𝓷𝓼 caught him by his cloak before he could enter and smash his face in, demanding who he was working for. However, the Witcher was distracted by the portal, thinking others would come through, and Rience took this chance to attack him. He transformed his fingers into steel claws and began to counterattack 𝓘𝓷𝓼. This was enough for 𝓘𝓷𝓼 to let go. As Rience was crawling to the portal, 𝓘𝓷𝓼 moved to grab him, but was suddenly paralyzed by 𝓘𝓷𝓼𝓽𝓪𝓰𝓻𝓪𝓶. Rience escaped justice once more.
Let's fast travel to the Time of Contempt book, right before 𝓑𝓾𝓂. Wait a minute. What? Oh. There we go. Little for the road. Every last drop. Okay, so Rience learned that 𝓘𝓷𝓼 hired an investigation firm called 𝓘𝓮𝓬 and 𝓘𝓮 to learn more about him, realizing the more they dug, the more likely he'd be exposed. He sent 𝓘𝓷𝓼 and his gang to dispose of them and the evidence. During this time, Rience and 𝓘𝓲, along with a group of Squirtel groups, were smuggled to 𝓑𝓏 Island to help 𝓃𝓏𝓬𝓪 capture Ciri. We all know 𝓘𝓲 was actually there to take her to the Emperor, not to 𝓃𝓏𝓬𝓪. You know, he had his own thing going, so. Now, however, tension between the Brotherhood of Sorcerers leaders and the Nilfgaardian supporters erupted in a battle. Rience and his troops were caught in the middle of the fight, but soon found Ciri. He almost succeeded when Ciri was running through the tower. Thinking he had her, Ciri narrowly escaped him by jumping down onto a bridge. After the coup, Rience and 𝓘𝓷𝓼 rendezvoused at the Sly Fox Inn, where the half-elf told him about a girl that looked just like Ciri. They found the girl, abducted her, and handed her off to Nilfgaard. Good luck. Emperor Vimeris ain't no fool. He noticed that she looked nothing like Ciri and branded Rience, 𝓃𝓏𝓬𝓪, and 𝓘𝓲 as traitors to the Nilfgaardian throne. Oh no. Another fast travel. Roach, let's go. Whee! Okay. So now we're in the Tower of the Swallow book. This is where Stefan Skellen and Rience meet for the first time. Now, real quick, let's talk about Stefan Skellen.
I'm a Nilfgaardian coroner and a member of the Imperial Secret Service. I'm a conniving, double-dealing opportunist. Though I want to overthrow a tyrannical autocracy and turn the Nilfgaardian Empire into a democracy, I have no problem hiring and working with those who oppose my ideas. I can be very hypocritical, especially when Joanna and some of my gang retreated. I called them traitors, while I am the one betraying Emperor Emir var Emrys.
Now, little is known about Stefan's life before entering into the Nilfgaardian Secret Service, other than he is the son of 𝓂𝓃 Skellen and was born into the Nilfgaardian aristocratic family. At some point, he became friends with 𝓘𝓷𝓼𝓽𝓪𝓯. This friendship with 𝓘𝓷𝓼 permitted him to quickly climb the ladder until he became one of the Emperor's main agents. After the slaughter of Cintra, since 𝓘𝓷𝓼 failed in retrieving Princess 𝓘𝓵𝓏, Stefan was then tasked with finding, capturing, and bringing Ciri to the Emperor. To achieve this, he formed a gang full of various mercenaries. What the Emperor didn't know was that Stefan and a group of Nilfgaardian aristocrats made secret plans to overthrow him with the promises of turning Nilfgaard from the tyrannical audacity to a constitutional monarchy, then finally, a democracy. With promises of giving Stefan the rank of spy master. To achieve this, he planned on killing Ciri to help overthrow Emperor Emir. Now, as we know, Leo Bonner didn't keep his part of the deal and kept Ciri for his own amusements. Upon learning that Bonner broke his word, Skellen and his men tracked down the bounty hunter. But before their meeting with Bonner, Joanna Selborne reported to Skellen that an invisible man was spying on them. They decided to treat him to pancakes. Skellen and his gang threw milk and flour on the invisible man, ripped off his invisible cap, and tied his arms and legs to a table.
Well, Skellen, you win. You caught me. Congratulations. I bow to your professionalism. I envy your well-trained people. Now, please, free me from the uncomfortable position.
Skellen sat in a chair backwards, resting his chin on his collapsed hands. He looked at him in silence.
Order them to release me, Skellen, and then ask your subordinates to leave. What I have to say is only for your ears.
Skellen asked.
Mr. Bragdon, what color is the iron?
Skellen leaned forward, his face changing slightly.
Fuck, Skellen! You're not going to?
Rience remained silent, so Skellen continued.
Firstly, it's a Lord Skellen. Secondly, yes, I am. I am going to tickle you with a hot poker. I will do it with inexpressible pleasure, and I will treat it as an expression of historical justice. I bet you do not understand.
Rience remained silent, so Skellen continued.
You know, Rience, I cancelled 𝓘𝓷𝓼𝓽𝓪𝓯 to burn your heels 7 years ago when you first crawled to the Imperial intelligence like a dog, begging for the privilege to be a double agent. I told him the same advice 4 years ago when you climbed into Emir's ass and started communicating with 𝓘𝓾𝓂. And when you were tasked with hunting 𝓘𝓷𝓼𝓽𝓪𝓰, you changed from a traitor to a resident. I bet 𝓘𝓾𝓂 that if we gave you a taste of red hot iron, we will find out who you served. But 𝓘𝓾𝓂 ignored me. Now I'm going to roast you a bit, find out what you know, and then I will put you at the disposal of 𝓘𝓾𝓂. And he's going to remove your skin slowly and in small fragments. The iron, Mr. Brygden.
Rience cried out.
Ah! I followed you on 𝓘𝓾𝓂's command. It's the girl. I was following your group so I can talk to the bounty hunter. I wanted to try and bargain with him for the girl. From him, not from you, because you want to kill her, and 𝓘𝓾𝓂 needs her alive. What more do you want to know? I'll tell you everything.
Well, slow down. Both noise and lots of information can give one a headache. Can you imagine what will happen when we roast him? We will surely go deaf.
Brigidine pulled the hot poker from the glowing coals. Rience saw it and screamed.
I know how to find the bounty hunter and 𝓘𝓼𝓼. I know how. I'll tell you.
I do not doubt it.
Rience screamed, his eyes fixed on Skellen.
I'll talk. I tell you something really important, Skellen. Really important.
Before Brigidine could bring the heels of the spy, they were interrupted with a commotion outside. Leo Bonner and Ciri had just arrived at 𝓘𝓮𝓬𝓪𝓯.
You ought to play the lottery, Rience. I've never seen anyone with as much luck as you.